Perfect. It shows us on Facebook and YouTube. Let's double check here. Right, I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes for those of you that are starting to hop on with us. Give me a thumbs up so I can see who you are that's tuning into the broadcast. Of course, you can also start commenting for us, which is even better because then I won't have to guess who's still viewing and who's decided to pop off. Sorry, Eric, give me a second. I'm almost done.
No problem.
All right. Well, happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for starting to tune into our broadcast. I do see Parker Brown. I also see Counselor Demont. Thank you for hopping onto our broadcast this morning. And Mike, good morning to you all. If you are just now starting to join us, make sure that you give me a quick thumbs up. You can also start commenting so I can see who you are and give you some recognition for taking some time out of your morning to spend it with us. So today, of course, is our Friday feature. And before I start going in detail on that, you know I like to reiterate some key points that you should know by now. I am Juliette Abdel, President and CEO of the Westminster Chamber of Commerce. These live broadcasts are streamed not only here on our Facebook page, they're also streamed on our YouTube channel, Westminster Chamber of Commerce. And you can find all the videos dating back to March of 2020 in the video section of this Facebook page. So feel free to go back, review any of the content, any of the speakers, or familiarize yourself with some of the services that are here in our community. Now, as we begin to move forward, if you are a returning viewer, I ask that you go ahead and share this out to your network so others can be notified that this video is taking place. And if you are new, I hope you come back to us. And the best way that you can do so is by hitting the like button on this Facebook page. You can also hit the follow button for notification alerts when we do go live. Of course, we're on all social media platforms. That's Instagram and Twitter at Westy Chamber, and on LinkedIn, Westminster Chamber of Commerce. Now, the comment section is where we will be engaging with you all. This is a comment that we already have from Parker, the nice good morning notes to both Eric and I. Please feel free to share with us any comments that you might have related to this broadcast. If it's pleasantries, if it's just a quick hello, I'll ask you for some nice shout outs and things along the way. And I hope that you continue to engage with us. Of course, if you have any questions that come to mind, whether it's about the program that we talk about Eric's business and how they're distributing or anything else, type those in so we can address them for you. And then if you want to throw me a wild card of a question that I don't have an answer for, I will get back to you on that. That's unrelated to this topic. With that, I want to move forward with Fridays. And as all of you are aware, we do these live videos almost on a daily basis. With the exception of this week, we've had 2 business orientations, both our committee meetings, and of course, our leads groups have continued to meet. So we've been a little bit out of element on a daily broadcast. We'll resume those next week. Now, Fridays we've reserved during the month of January, between January 18th through February 15th for the We Love Westy sweepstakes. And I'm sure you've seen these tickets by now because I hold them every single time up for you. The We Love Westy sweepstakes is a partnership between the City of Westminster and the Westminster Chamber of Commerce. In fact, it's a campaign that we've been holding every year for a chance at up to $5,000 in cash. That's literally $5,000 for doing business in our community, supporting other businesses, but really for things that you might need already on your radar. So instead of going outside of Westminster, we really want you to be putting your money where your heart is. So the campaign has over 26 businesses that have been participating with us. And in fact, we've been able to list for you on our Facebook page those businesses. They're also available on the westminsterchamber.biz page, where it has the events page. It also has the steps for you to kind of hold on to your ticket and where to go at the end of the campaign, and it has the official rules. So thank you so much, Councilor DeMont, for that quick note. We appreciate you and the hard work you're doing on council. And of course, another big shout out for all of our councilors for continuing to support this program and encouraging the city to continue to work collaboratively where we can and when it makes sense. Eric, I am so excited to have you on this broadcast with me this morning.
Well, we're excited. Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday.
Yes. So I feel like I know you, like I'm in your life almost every day. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing for you, but what I do know is that you're an incredible human being, within your organization, within your business, but even outside. And so I want people to get an idea of who you are first before we go into detail about the business and how they can redeem those $5,000. So can you tell us a little bit about who Eric is?
Well, I appreciate you being in our lives here at Church Ranch Event Center and personally. So you're a great friend and a great mentor. So a little bit about Eric Gardner. I've been married for 23 years to a lovely lady called Coco. We have two great kids. My wife's originally from Lakewood. I am from Kansas City. Go Chiefs. Unfortunately, they didn't pull through. So I've been in the industry at some capacity for over 25 years. And so love working with people. That's probably my forte, is talking with people, finding out what's important to them and how we can build relationships.
So side note, I'm not going to give you a hard time related to the Super Bowl. I feel like everybody already has. But that was like one of my cheat days. You know how I've like eating super clean lately.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's football Sunday. So I am going to, make something that's still health conscious, but is enjoyable. So I made a steak nachos. I actually used avocado spread instead of butter. It was delicious, Eric. I mean, I ate that and I was like, oh my gosh, this is heaven. So
nice.
I was very excited that Super Bowl fell on Sunday this year, for sure. And love the story that you have between you and your wife. I think that is totally beautiful. So you've been here for a long period of time. How long have you been with Church Ranch Event Center? And what does Church Ranch Event Center actually do?
That's a great question. So I've been with Church Ranch Event Center in some capacity for the last 8 years. What we do is we really take people's dreams. We're an event center, but we really take people's visions and their dreams and really from step one all the way to the day of their event, and we fulfill that. And so obviously, if you've been on our website or social media, there's lots of videos, lots of pictures of what our team really does for families and the community.
And I know you guys have been participating. In fact, you've been a small business of the year with our organization a couple years back. To that end, I mean, how excited were you to really get behind the We Love Westy sweepstakes this year?
Oh, we were totally excited. This is the first year that we participated in it, and our team has definitely rallied around it. Our clients, we've really focused on with our bride and grooms, if they come in and do a tour with us or book with us, we talk about that there's a chance of winning $5,000 in cash. Take it, use it towards your wedding, your honeymoon, and so a lot of families are excited about the drawing on Monday.
Oh, I bet they are. I mean, what a cool deal if they can get even a portion of some of their expenses covered. Makes total sense. So you transitioned us into a little bit of ways that some people can actually recover some of these stickers from you. Now, for those viewers that are on here, they know that they have a chance of up to $5,000 in cash. That's broken down into a $3,000 cash prize, a $1,500, and then a $500 prize. So in total, someone has the potential of winning all three prizes up to $5,000 in cash, one or couple. So what are some ways that people can actually collect these from your business?
From our business, if somebody does a positive review, we give them a ticket, and then if they come out and do a tour with us, or even their existing clients, and they come back and they've added a service, maybe it's one of our caterers or one of our preferred vendors, we're able to give them different tickets. And then new bride and grooms that have signed with us for future dates. So everybody's very excited about it. We've been promoting it. Our staff gets behind it. We actually have what we call a lineup on every day at 9 o'clock, and we talk about, for about 3 minutes, we talk about who's given out tickets and how many tickets they've given out. So it's exciting.
That is super exciting. And I know I told you I wouldn't give you a hard time for the Super Bowl Sunday, but I think I changed my mind. So whoever is tuned into the broadcast, which side were you on? Were you with the Buccaneers? Were you for the Chiefs? Let us know, give us a comment. And if you want to, switch, if you actually were with the Chiefs and decided they just did a terrible job, you can comment whatever team you're now with into the comment section. Eric, you actually just went in a whole lot of detail about ways that people can collect tickets from you. And what it sounded like was that some of them are they are putting in dollars into your business. And then others they're not really putting in dollars. They're just putting in time to support you as a small business. And a little bit of it goes a long way. I've captured that into the comment section from, leaving positive reviews about Church Ranch Event Center, even touring you all to see the space. I cannot tell you how many people don't know where you guys are. And then when they do, they're just like, I had no idea. And so I always encourage people to at least go out, explore the space and what they're all about. And then you're also supporting existing clients by, if they're upping or adding on services, and any new ones that come through. Parker, thank you for being brave. I posed a question to anybody that was viewing this and said, if you were watching the Super Bowl Sunday, if you were cheering on a team, which one? Was it the Chiefs? Was it the Buccaneers? And Parker said it was the Chiefs. So that's someone that you guys should be working closely together, Eric. I'm just saying.
Well, Parker's a great friend of ours, and he's great. He's actually on our preferred list, and so we utilize him a lot, and he goes above and beyond. So go Chiefs. Appreciate it, Parker.
Yes. And then Emilio liked to diffuse the situation. He says, neither. I did not watch it. I don't know if that means like both of them to him were just going to be awful, or if he was just like, not going to care. But I do know Emilio does usually watch Broncos and has gone out onto the football field. So I'm feeling like he just didn't want to be involved with the two teams. Good morning, Jeff Hanlon. Thank you guys for hopping onto our broadcast. As you are starting to hop on here, I have with us Erica Gardner from Church Ranch Event Center. Eric is a participating business in our We Love Westy sweepstakes that actually runs until Monday, the 15th. So Monday, February 15th, the cutoff time on that is actually at 4:59 p.m. So he is sharing with us ways that you can support the business, what the business is all about, and of course, how you can have access to potentially $5,000 in cash. So again, you can always leave us comments. We've been asking which teams you guys have cheered on during the Super Bowl. We've also been asking for any questions that you might have, any compliments along the way. I see Counselor Seymour as well on here, cheering the commercials I lost. Oh, that's so funny. I don't know about you guys, and I know I'm like completely side railing, but for some reason the commercials this year, like there was not one that actually stood out to me.
Yeah, there wasn't the commercials were definitely a letdown. So I think the whole Super Bowl was definitely a letdown. So unless you're a Buccaneers fan. So
I know. I always tell people I don't care about the teams that are playing. I just care about the score. But I will tell you, the last time I had watched the Super Bowl was when they were playing. So it's kind of like a sign that I had to cheer for them. I know.
That's okay. You know, you gotta pick your side, and we're all competitive. So
And stick with it for sure.
that's right.
So, Eric, where can people find more information about how they can pick up these tickets? Do you have it listed on your social media pages? Is it on your website?
We do. So you can go to our website, churchrancheventcenter.com. Check us out there. We've actually been doing our social media. We've been doing every other day with Shop Local with Westminster. And so everybody's excited. We have it plastered all over our social media. So we're excited about the drawing. I know somebody from Church Ranch Event Center is going to win. So that'll be a big check mark for Church Ranch Event Center.
You're killing me, because if there is a random number that comes out of there, people are going to think that I rigged it for you, Eric. So funny. So I've included the Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Church Ranch Event Center. That's EC for Event Center. I would post your website, but apparently I'm getting a message that the content goes against their community standards. So I don't know what you have on your website, Eric, but Facebook is saying no go. So you'll have to write it down.
I think that happened last time too.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? So you'll have to write it down. That's churchrancheventcenter.com. I also see Misty. Thank you, Misty, for hopping onto our broadcast with us. So Eric, I have a few more questions that I want to ping you with, of course. So thank you so much for being such a great sport. For folks that don't know where you're located, and this is, again, something I know we've held, at least our State of the Cities out there. We've done a few different after hours in the past. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of people don't know where you guys are. So let's give them the quick and skinny. How can people find you?
So it's kind of difficult to find us, which is not a good thing for the business. So when we are located off of Church Ranch Road and Wadsworth Boulevard, everybody gets confused because there's 2 Wadsworths, Wadsworth Parkway and Wadsworth Boulevard. But we're kind of hidden back in the back. But we have a nursery right across the street that we support. They're actually getting ready for the spring, and so we'll buy plants from them. But really, it's 104th, which is Church Ranch Road, and Wadsworth Boulevard. We're just right up the street to the right.
And I always like to tell people it's kind of old Wadsworth, and you're in a catch-22 because you're like, people don't know where you are. But at the same time, whenever you're having events, that's kind of a good thing, because then you're not getting inundated with all this foot traffic during that time too. So I feel like a balance of both.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of times people will come on the venue, and if you didn't know that we are in Westminster, we really, with all the aspen trees and our 3 acres, you really feel like you're up in the mountains. So it's definitely a little oasis in the city.
Yeah, I love how you're describing that. And it looks like we have Cronin and Zarnik Orthodontics, and they are also a participating business in the We Love Westy. So they have been scoping out, I know they have, they've been scoping out the list of who's participating and have been making it a point to check you guys out. So they're sharing that your event center, it looks beautiful. Eric, tell us a little bit about, because we talked about bride and grooms, but that's not the only market that you actually serve.
We don't. Bride and Grooms obviously is the majority of our business, but we do nonprofit events. We do a lot of events for the Westminster Chamber of Commerce. We do corporate events, team building, birthday parties. Actually, Linda is supporting our business, and she just booked her daughter's 18th birthday for next year. So that's awesome. So we do really any type of event that you can think of. Celebrations of life, we do that also. So our goal is really to support the community, support local businesses, individuals. So we could do a lot.
Yeah. And you guys have been really instrumental in being our PPE distribution site during this time. So we've been able to provide a lot of businesses in our Westminster community with either gloves, hand sanitizers, wipes, all of that, masks, anything you can think of that's been really hard to get. And I know Church Ranch has allowed us to kind of use that space. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry. I feel like I've got like Tourette's. I'm like, oh my gosh, here's somebody else. But Eric, what are you guys doing in terms of health and safety and maintaining seeing kind of the guidelines maybe in your business? Are your employees wearing masks as they're providing the tours? Just thinking from the lens of if a consumer is wanting to come out, but they maybe are being conscious of where they're going and who they're interacting with during this time.
Yeah, so I'll share with you. I'll kind of start out individually, and then I'll give you a big picture of it, because it is a lot to as a business. I'm sure there's other businesses on here that have taken that on too. So when you come into Church Ranch Event Center, all of our staff members wear masks. We have signs posted everywhere that social distancing 6 feet apart, and so we really we've also purchased 2 air filters that are the equivalent of what they have in the hospitals that kill COVID. And so we've done a lot of investing inside the business to keep our staff and our consumers very safe. And so when COVID shut us down and then we restarted with the regulations, we've probably done 80 events, close to 100, I would say, actually. And we have not had any cases been tracked back to Church Ranch Event Center.
Awesome.
I work, that's part of my routine on a day-to-day basis. Was first thing when I get in the morning, I'm on Jefferson County website, I'm on the state website, I go to the Chamber's website, and I'm always looking at the state dial. The great news is a week ago they just opened it up. Now we're in yellow, and so we can do 100 basically 100 people inside and 175 people outside. Jefferson County, yesterday, the case count was at 107 for the last 7 days. So it's really, the focus is really opening up. And with the vaccines coming out, I think everybody this summer will be excited and be able to do large gatherings, but still be able to be safe and protect themselves in social distance.
Absolutely. And it sounds like you have kind of gone above and beyond on a lot of things during this time. You've, invested in key things to make sure that the air quality is wonderful in your facility. And like you said, it's paid off because you've had no cases of COVID been traced back to your, to any of the events that you've been able to put on. So that speaks quite a bit of volume. I see Brian Head on here with us, and Brian is just sharing a nice good morning message our way. Thank you for tuning into the broadcast with us. Eric, can you go in a little bit of detail, if you can, as it relates to your uniqueness? And so when I ask uniqueness, it's like, what sets your business venue apart from any of the other ones in the area or any of the ones in the region? There are several that host gatherings. There are several that people have personally tried and seen a great experience. So for those that are looking for a place or don't have it on their radar, what's something that you would want them to know about your business that they may not see immediately when they're looking at it?
Yeah, that's a great question. So when it comes to events, we're very flexible. I think what sets us apart is that flexibility. We can be an all-inclusive venue. So if you don't want to have to deal with the details and you just want to book the event behind the scenes, we can do everything with all of our preferred vendors like Parker with Carrabba's. They can come in and help, and we've got some great partners. But then also the flexibility is we can, if somebody just wants to rent the venue and do it themselves, we have that flexibility also. And then the uniqueness as far as setting us aside from everybody else in the industry as far as event centers. I really think it comes down to customer service and that personal touch. We are so grateful. I have an awesome team. I couldn't do it without them. And from Joey, sweeping the floors and taking care of the event center, all the way up to our owner, we really take pride in making sure whoever's in the building, we make sure that they feel special and how we can assist them.
Absolutely. I know even when I've gone over there, if I've chosen to work or set up PPE distribution site, most people end up thinking that I'm working there because of how, how comfortable you make me in that environment. I think that does go back to the customer service and support you're providing your community.
Yeah,
So with that, Eric, I'm actually going to start closing out if that's okay. And I just want to
sure.
give out as much detail about the program. If you think of something else, just hop in and interrupt me.
Sounds good.
I have actually gone ahead and put in the website, so the direct URL into the comment section of this broadcast to our We Love Westy sweepstakes on our chamber page. This is the URL that you should go to if you have any questions about what this program actually fully means, if you're looking for the specific steps, if you're looking for the list of businesses, and finally, if you're looking for the official rules. The official rules is what we will go by whenever we do release the numbers. On Monday is the first set of numbers that will release at 5 o'clock for those 3 different levels of prizes. So make sure that you read the rules so that way when we display them out, you are well informed and have all those questions that you might naturally have answered ahead of time. So the website is included into the comment section of this broadcast. Again, the We Love Westy sweepstakes runs from the 18th of January. It ends on February the 15th, so next Monday. Make sure that if you shop, dine, or do business with any of those merchants, and a lot of them are providing you with numerous ways that you can collect tickets. So it's not just by doing business with them and investing a whole bunch of money, but it can be other ways that you're making sure that you're supporting them during this time of COVID. So we encourage you to check out the list of businesses, to visit their Facebook pages and see how they're individually distributing that, drop in on them and see how they're doing. You have still obviously today, tomorrow, Sunday, and all day on Monday until about 4:59, and then come back to us here on our chamber page at 5 o'clock to see the slate of numbers. Of course, this was our live broadcast featuring one of our final partners that we could feature during the We Love Westy sweepstakes. That's Eric from Church Ranch Event Center. Make sure that if you have been watching this video and picked up any information from it that you think might be relevant to somebody who's either asked you questions about Church Ranch Event Center, about the We Love Westy sweepstakes, or anything else, that you share this out to your network so that they're just as informed. It never fails. Most of the time, people start seeing the information about this program right before it concludes. And so they're in a scramble trying to figure out the details. So let's make sure they're as educated as possible. Of course, if you end up watching this on replay, I hope you do watch this before Monday, before our drawings, and give us that hashtag replay so we know that you tuned into our broadcast and enjoyed the content that was here. We will be back on here at 11 a.m. for our live broadcast with the mayor, of course, on Monday. So we hope to see you guys then. Eric, I hope that you guys have a terrific rest of your afternoon. Thank you for being on here with me.
Thanks for taking the time to ask me to be on here. It's always a pleasure. So happy Valentine's Day, and come out and do a tour with us tomorrow and get a ticket last minute.
Yes, show the love for our local businesses. So, Eric, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day weekend. For those of you that are married, I think today is Marriage Day, National Marriage Day. So make sure that you show some love to your significant other. And then if you are in the singles category, Single Awareness Day will be coming up next week. So I'll make sure to announce it then. But thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Have a great day.